Hello, welcome to the latest breaking news. In this video, you will see important news on USA trending and breaking. Please like this video, subscribe this channel. South Carolina women's basketball headlines Thanksgiving Southwest Florida college hoop events. Outdoor dining, turkey trots, and impromptu beach visits are among Southwest Florida's longtime annual Thanksgiving traditions. It's time to add high-level women's college basketball to the list. Once again, the fields for the Fort Myers tip-off at Suncoast Arena and the Gulf Coast Showcase at Hertz Arena will feature a quartet of the best teams in the women's game, led by defending national champion South Carolina. It's another coup for the local tournaments, which last year saw Caitlin Clark and Iowa shatter attendance records at the Showcase, and a Power 5 battle between Indiana and Tennessee set a women's college basketball rating record for FLX. From 2023, Caitlin Clark's show brings thousands of adoring Iowa supporters to Hertz Arena. While no one can match the attention frenzy generated by the crossover megastar Clark, Southwest Florida will get an up-close and personal view of Gamecocks coach Dawn Staley, one of the most dynamic personalities in the women's game. A Hall of Fame player who won 3 Olympic gold medals and was a 6-time All-Star in the early days of the WNBA. Staley has surpassed her on-court accomplishments at South Carolina. She rebuilt the Gamecocks program from the ground up, advancing from 10 wins in her first season to an NCAA Sweet 16 appearance in her 6th, to South Carolina's first national championship in her 9th. The Gamecocks have since added 2 more national titles, including last April when they knocked off Clark and Iowa to cap off a perfect 38-0 season. With Clark's departure to the WNBA, South Carolina is now the greatest show in women's college basketball. The Gamecocks return 8 of their top 9 players, led by guards Raven Johnson, Tehina Papau, and Malacia Fulwiley, and added the Gatorade National Player of the Year and forward Joyce Edwards. And Southwest Florida will have a front-row seat to the spectacle. "We're excited," said Fort Myers tip-off event director Mark Starziak. "And to have them coming off an undefeated season? Perfect timing. That program is so massive in the sport now." It will be South Carolina's second appearance in Fort Myers during Thanksgiving week. In 2017, the Gamecocks were coming off their first national championship when they played at the Gulf Coast Showcase, where they lost in the final to Notre Dame. Staley said she and her team are excited about returning to Southwest Florida for the tip-off, which will also feature the South Carolina men's team for a pair of games on Monday and Wednesday. "It's great competition. We're able to measure ourselves against some of the top teams in the country," Staley said. "It just fit for us this year and we're looking forward to it." Preseason no. 1-ranked South Carolina will face Iowa State, a top 15 team, at 1:30 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, and take on Purdue Saturday. To have the chance to follow up Indiana and Tennessee, which was the most watched women's basketball game on FLX ever, with a team like South Carolina, that's a no-brainer, Starziak said. While the Gamecocks have certainly had their share of nationally televised games during their recent run of success, Staley said playing on FLX on Thanksgiving Day is special both for South Carolina and the sport as a whole. "I think it's huge because obviously FLX just isn't going to put something on without having the data to back up that it's a good investment," she said. "So it's pretty cool to be traveling in places that few women's basketball teams have. It's a great opportunity for women's basketball to win and keep expanding." 3 years ago, Bill Fennelly brought his Cyclones team to Fort Myers for the Gulf Coast Showcase and left with a tournament title. So when he got a call about returning to Southwest Florida for the tip-off and a chance to play before a national TV audience on Thanksgiving Day, he jumped at the opportunity. "We knew it was Middle Tennessee State and Purdue and one more team, so we just said, let's do it," said Fennelly, who's in his 30th year as Iowa State's head coach.